Hello and welcome everyone back to another episode of NASCAR Racing 2003 live stream. It is your host Cody here. How is everyone doing today? Thank you for joining one and all. As you can see by today's title of the stream, I'm going to be attempting to recreate Jeff Green's 2000 Daytona flip in the Grand National Series during the, I believe it was the Napa Auto Parts 300. For those of you that may follow this channel or may have for a while, I appreciate it. That out of the way, the reason I bring that up is I did the other flip from this wreck like a few months ago. No, it was a few months. It's longer than a few months ago. It was like 5 or 6 months ago. Alright. I'm just setting up my laptop so I can communicate with you guys. Game Bra, AJ Jones, how's it going? Those are the only two commented right now. Sorry about your Packers. Yeah, I'm sorry too. All I can say is, from what it seems like Aaron Rodgers' mind was elsewhere other than football. He did not seem focused. Alright, so let's jump right in. I'm going to try my hardest not to rant at all about the game last night. Thank you one and all for joining. If you could go ahead and hit that like button and then subscribe if you haven't already. I'm assuming most of you are subscribers since you're here right away. Thank you very much. Alright. So, here is his car from the wreck in question, the 2000 number 10 Jeff Green yellow Nesquik car. So, now that I've shown you this, I'm going to show you the wreck. I'm going to be trying to do, just in case there's some people here that haven't seen the one I'm talking about yet. Go ahead and switch this over. Streamception. Alright.
Screw going to work. Let's see what happened here. Coming through the tri-oval.
Jeff Green gets
so he
there from behind.
gets spun out near the front of the pack. Flips
right
over once.
It rolls several times here, but you notice the part that he's in.
Then lands back on his
really
wheels.
Yeah. It rolled on the nose and then settled down on the racetrack.
Baldu Maddie 87, Teller1 Prime.
To keep them from flying and just keep
Bengals lost 2. Yeah, I was kind of rooting for the Bengals as well. That wild card game last year ended horribly. I did not want it to end that way. I was rooting for the Bengals last year and this year. Switch back over to the game screen. There we go. Alright, so that is the car. Here's the mod. Now to the track. Daytona 2001. I'm using the exact same configuration as I did for the Michael Waltrip flip reenactment I did from the same track and the same race. 2000 Daytona, I'm just going to have like this amount of cars or so. Don't want to have too many, like a entire pack. I know it was early in the race, but if I have a whole pack, that's that much more chances of me getting drilled by an AI car. So, only down to 3 people now, darn. No one likes these anymore. Alright, so if I'm remembering correctly, it was sunny, and it is sunny now, so perfect. Where's my controller? Here it is. Alright, since there's so few people watching live right now, I'm gonna rant about the game anyway. I knew it was going to be a close game. I heard a rumor, I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard a rumor that the Vikings wrote a letter to the NFL or an email or something specifically asking for the Packers in their home opener this season, so they would ensure that the stadium would sell out. I'm assuming they were going extra hard since it was their first game in their new stadium. Packers jumped out to an early lead. But of course, that doesn't mean shit when you lose the game. Alright, I'm going to let a few cars pass. Because he was like 5th or 6th in the pack. There we go. Just a heads up, I'm going to be going like about 215, maybe 220 by the time we get back around to the tri-oval. I realize I'm going a little bit faster than I should be. It's just, from me having turned the track base temperature down so I can get airborne easier. That's the only reason I'm going faster. I don't believe I turned restrictor plates off. I may have, though. Either way, I'm going to be slowing down the replay just ever so slightly and when I do the reenactment, so it looks like he's going the same speed as they were in real life, and not like in the two teens. Whoa. And I messed that up. I got too loose. I'm going to try it anyway. Hey, Casey Atwood, he's flipped right around here. Nope, it was a little bit further out of the tribal, like right here. Nope, 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 nope. Alright, next try. Aaron didn't look focused at all. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was throwing 5-yard passes at wide open people at their feet. He was missing reads. He wasn't able to scramble away from the pressure the magical way like he usually does. I don't know. Well, I guess when you're so great for so long, like you're gonna have some average nights where it seems like you're awful because you're just have such a high bar for greatness ever since James Cameron raised it. South Park, anyone? Anyone get that reference? Only 3 people watching. 2 people watching. I'm gonna keep this stream going for a while. I just realized I might have the sound off. I do. There we go. I was wondering why it looked so quiet, or sounded so quiet. Looked quiet. I'm gonna use that. Alright, gonna let a few cars pass since Jeff Green is like 5th or 6th in line. So yeah, how about that football yesterday? I feel like every single game was decided by like a touchdown or less. There's a lot of close games. Even both the Panthers and the Patriots games, one that seemed like they were pretty one-sided early on. Both of the underdog teams made a run for a comeback towards the end. Who were the Patriots playing? Oh yeah, the Dolphins, because they lost Jimmy G in the first half. It almost cost them. Wonder what they're going to do this week. And the Panthers playing the Niners. The Niners kept staying in the game. Oh! Well, that was a fail attempt. Hey, a weight shift rollover. I guess I have the grip turned up a little bit on this, but it doesn't matter too much because it's not like I'm turning over when I'm getting sideways.
Drivers, stop your...
Well, at least the AI didn't hit me at all that time. That was the biggest thing I was worried about. I'm not concerned about the blowover and rolling back on my wheels. I'm concerned about not getting drilled by a bunch of other cars after I start spinning and flipping, but no one hit me that time, so... I don't think I tweaked with the panic deceleration or the AI deceleration at all, so I don't think that should be a major issue. JJ's reversals... That game stings. It's funny though, of course. Then right immediately afterwards, and even the morning afterwards, there's a bunch of Vikings fans talking shit about how much the Packers suck and how much the Vikings rule just because of the win last night. It's like, oh yeah, there's your Lombardi trophy right there. That regular season win in September totally means you're gonna win it all. I gotta hand it to the Vikings though. Their new stadium, that US Bank Stadium, is absolutely beautiful. It's gorgeous. It looks amazing. And what was especially beautiful was the ceiling. It was particularly easy to see considering there were no Super Bowl banners in the rafters blocking the view of the ceiling. So it was that big glass ceiling, no pun intended for all the girls that may or may not be on the Vikings. Yeah, it looked gorgeous. It was really easy to see since there were no Super Bowl banners blocking the view. Gotta hand it to the Vikings though. Each era they have like one of the best, arguably one of the best people during their time. I need to let a few cars pass me. I'm too busy ranting about football. I'm not focusing on the reenactment. Gonna try the next lap after these few cars pass me. I can't remember exactly when. Oh yeah, it was during the 70s. When Fran Tarkenton was there. He was arguably one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Then during the early 90s, Randy Moss comes along. Oh wait, that was the late 90s. It was Thanksgiving of 98 is when he really came alive, or 98 was his rookie year. So yeah, the late 90s, Randy Moss. In the late 2000s, Adrian Peterson comes around. That's the thing about the NFC North. I'm gonna wait for the next lap. Flips were a lot more frequent back then. I feel like there's been a decent amount of flips like each year, aside from a few fluke years where there aren't many at all. But even some of the recent years, there's been a lot more flips than usual. Austin Dillon. Hell, there was 2 flips in one race this year, almost 3 when Kevin Harvick went on his side. All right, I'm gonna try it right here, even though those front cars are a little too far ahead. All right. Oh nope, he got drilled, and he's staying on his roof for too long. That's what I was concerned about. That was a weird flip. Hey Cody, be back soon. Okay, thanks for showing up, Diddy Kong. I want to look at a replay of that. Yeah, he got drilled twice. Yeah, like I was saying about the NFC North. Their teams themselves might not necessarily, year after year, do amazing, but if you look at the star players they've had, like ever since the 70s, I gotta say the Packers have had some of the biggest competition in terms of other talent. I mean, the 70s was Fran Tarkenton and the Vikings when they went to 4 Super Bowls. Lost them all, but still went to a bunch. The 80s with the Bears is self-explanatory. The 90s with the... seemed like a battle between the Lions and the Packers year after year for the division, when they had Barry Sanders and Herman Moore. And then, of course, the Vikings with Randy Moss, Adrian Peterson, Fran Tarkenton, all those amazing players over the years. The Lions with... oh yeah, I already said the Lions. Bears in recent memory, up until recently, when you had the duo of Forte, or the trio of Forte, Marshall, and Jeffrey, completely making up for Jay Cutler's lacklusterness. He'll just throw up a prayer and they'll somehow come down with it, even though he only has Jeffrey now. Because Marshall's making some magic happen with the Jets now. I want to see them go to the playoffs this year. Alright, I'll stop ranting about football. Alright, reenactment. Jeff Green needs to roll over in the tri-oval, land on his roof, come back down on his wheels, not really get drilled too much by many other people. Alright, he does it coming right out of the tri-oval, so we'll try right here. Whoa. Whoa. He almost saved that, too. Until I went back in front of traffic.
Your right front tire is wearing out.
I almost saved that. I want to see a replay of that. I feel like if I came down on the pavement, I wouldn't have lost control. That was a hard hit by the number 5 car. This is easy.
Drivers, start your engines.
Welcome to the stream, Ron Roach. Yeah, I know this one isn't too terribly hard, but I'm also trying to get every single detail correct. It would be easy to just get a blowover in the tri-oval and land back on the wheels, but I'm trying to get the blowover perfect. I'm trying to do it in the exact right spot. I'm trying to flip the right way. I'm trying to make sure no one else hits me, but still a few other AI cars spin out. Not to mention I already did the first, or the second flip from this race, and now I'm trying to do the first one so I can have done both. Conway Twitty can't watch the stream, why not? Do you have some old country folk shows to perform at? I'm at work.
Get ready now. Going green. Lane by.
Richard Petty crash, which one? By the way, I got a suggestion. I don't know if he's here yet. Joel Miles or whatever suggested to me to do Dale Earnhardt's blowover. To my knowledge, I don't think he's ever had a blowover. He's had 3 flips in the Sprint Cup Series. That one where he absolutely just smashed the wall at Pocono and started tumbling back in the 80s. And then he had 96 at Talladega where he smashed the wall and rolled over. And then he had 98. That was more of a weight shift rollover at the 500. Or no, that was 99 500, I believe. Was it? Which one was that? No, 97. Which one did he roll over in the 500? And then like keep driving with in the last few laps because he thought he could keep going. Alright, here we go. 10 people watching, sweet. That's up from the 2 I saw a little bit earlier. Spin out right here. Come on, roll over. Oh. I mean, that technically could count, but I'm not going to because I want him to roll back over without hitting the outside wall and without anyone else drilling him. Love your videos, dude. You're awesome. Thank you very much, man. Thanks for the support. Alright, it was 97. Yeah, so to my knowledge, unless there's any other ones I can't think of, I can't think of any other blowovers Dale Earnhardt ever had. I know Junior had that one I already did in 98, I believe, the Busch Series when he was driving the number 3 car. But that wasn't the Goodwrench number 3 car, that was the Busch Series one. Richard Petty's Daytona crash. I'm gonna take a break from this reenactment just for a second. Since you mentioned the Daytona crash, I want to see if I have the replay on my game thing here. I got a replay a while ago where I was just messing around, I think, with the Gen 6 cars. It looks like Richard Petty's Daytona crash. Petty... Nope, I don't see it. I think it might be in the new one. The new Gen 6 mod. I don't see... Oh, Petty, here we go. Maybe this is it. Oh yeah, this is the one where I had where it accidentally looked a little bit like Richard Petty's Daytona flip. He does a blowover, he starts tumbling along the catch fence, and then he comes back down. That's basically it. Kind of. So yeah, basically that's it. I know I didn't need to end the reenactment thing to show you that, but when you said the Petty Daytona crash reenactment, it just reminded me of that. Alright, back into the reenactment. Here we go. Miguel Paluto's Daytona crash? Paluto. You spelled it Pluto like the planet. It's Paludo, I think. P-A-L-U-D-O. I could be completely wrong. Or maybe P-A-U-L-U-D-O. Yeah, it's definitely not Pluto like the planet. Paluto, yeah. Is there a D in there, or is it the T? You guys probably know more than I do.
Drivers, start your engines!
My sister thinks that NASCAR is crazy. Well, kind of is if you think about it. Fucking 43 people Can you guys still hear my audio? Apparently my microphone battery is low, but it's not dead. I just want to make sure the audio is good. Yeah, if you consider 43 drivers all within inches of each other driving at 200 miles an hour, crazy, yeah. It's pretty damn crazy. Thank you, any new people that might be joining the stream. Thank you for joining. We are trying to do Jeff Green's 2000 Daytona reenactment in the Napa Auto Parts 300. The same race I already did Michael Waltrip's flip reenactment way back when. If you guys want to take a look at my NR2003 reenactment playlist, and you can go back and look at that one. I'm coming up on about 25 reenactments or so. I mean, that's not too many, but it's enough of a milestone to where I'm thinking about releasing a reenactment crash compilation where I won't even have the little inlays of the original crash in the videos. It'll just be the game part by itself. Can you hear me good? Alright. Just making sure. It said my microphone battery is low, but it's not dead yet. I'm just making sure it's not completely dead. Randy LaJoy is going to be my dude to try to flip me this run. Nope.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane. You're in fifth.
I totally thought I was going to hit that inside wall the way I spun it first, but I was able to save it.
Don't merge yet.
Your Michael Waltrip flip reenactment is great. Thanks, man.
Drivers, start your engines!
I feel like every time I restart after a failed reenactment, the watch count goes down. If I'm unable to successfully do it, people just drop off. Come on, what happened to my 42 watchers at once? Where's that audience? Although someone said in that stream it showed up on Reddit, so maybe that's why I got such a boost of watchers live. Still got 8 people though. It's definitely a step up from when I started, when I was getting like 1 or 2. Oops. Oops. Hopefully they don't call the yellow for that. Actually, it might be better. The pack will be a little more spread out then. Since I accidentally wrecked that dude in the pace lap.
Green flag, green flag. Green, green, green. On the shoulder, the black flag. Looks like it's
Cedrin.
yellow. They're going to hold us in the pit for 15 seconds.
I actually have a headache right now, so it's subliminal advertising. 2013 Kurt Busch flip. That's probably one of my most suggested ones I've gotten, aside from maybe Austin Dillon's crash. And the only reason I say that one would be super difficult is because I need the AI to be wrecking first, and then I get clipped and start tumbling. And I can guarantee that if I did a reenactment of that crash to where it was just me tumbling first and there was no AI wrecking beforehand, I'd get a shitload of criticism. There'd be 20 million dislikes because it was super inaccurate. I've learned from my past reenactments I'm going to get a shitload of criticism for not having every single detail right, so that's kind of why I'm going for these ones. Alright, does that count?
Flag is out. There's too much debris on the track.
He flipped. He flipped. Does that count? (2015) Kenseth versus Logano. That's one in the making. AKA, I've downloaded the right version of Martinsville and have both the right cars. I just need to have the patience enough to actually do it one time. I still need a better system of picking your guys' suggestions. I know it's hard to do it live because half the time, unless I rewatch the entire stream back real time, which I don't always do, surprisingly, since I have like a job and everything. You guys should really start putting in the comments after the stream's already uploaded what your suggestions are, and then giving a thumbs up to other people's suggestions if you want to see those, and whoever has the most thumbs up, I could do that one. I need a better way of accepting your guys' suggestions. Joel Miles is back. Hey, I was just talking about you. You commented on one of my videos saying I should do Dale Earnhardt's blowover. And I was wondering, which crash were you talking about? Because to my knowledge, I don't think Dale Sr.'s ever actually had a blowover. He had the flip back at Pocono in the 80s where he was barrel rolling a bunch. He had the one in 96 at Talladega where he nailed the wall head on and then turned over. And then he had the one in Daytona 97 where he kind of did a weight shift rollover. Which one were you talking about? Oh, we got 3 wide for the lead. This ain't good. Once for me, since I don't know how to steer without a racing wheel. There we go. That's a smooth turn. Almost nailed that guy. Whoa. 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 Need to wait for the next lap, apparently. Daytona 98, I think. Okay. Or 97. Hey guys, just got home. I'm assuming most people are getting home from school. So I'm doing the stream for a little bit, because I'm assuming most people aren't even home yet. Whoa. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna try it here. Come on. Oh, darn it. I mean, once again, if I wasn't super picky, that could technically count, but no, I'm trying to get, like, every detail. Stream Cheese is back. How's it going?
Looks like we lost that motor.
Mandy. I saw someone else.
You blew a tire. Looks like you're leaking some fluid.
Janie. Gregory. Forgot to hit your name before.
You're smoking out there.
Alright, try again. Logan. Oh, we got a bunch of new people coming right now. This must be the popular time when everyone's getting done with their schooling. Their school stuff. Right as I say that, it like cuts in half the number of viewers. Ryan, Fitzy. Is that how you say your name? Trying to make sure I see everyone's comments. Alright, unpause. Just a heads up, tonight I do work tonight. But I may try to fit another stream in between this one and then when I have to go in.
Get ready now. Going green. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'd like to remind you, the regular watchers now, that the reason I have the ratings disabled is just to make sure no spam accounts attack the stream live. So if you guys really want to show your support in addition to watching it now, just make sure you go and check out some of the stream afterwards once it's published and done being live, and then go ahead and hit the like button then, because then I'll enable the ratings. What are your hours? My hours are 10 to 6 p.m. to a.m. It's my usual shift. 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. So I'm usually waking up in the afternoon, but at least I have an excuse, because I'm working on the clock till 6 a.m. I'm working until right when you guys are waking up for school. Then I go to sleep when you guys are at school, and then I wake up when everyone's coming home. And I fuck around with my entertainment for those 8 hours, and then I have to go back to work at 10. Oh, this one's gonna hurt. Oh, I thought he was gonna hit that inside part.
You're in fourth.
I thought it was going to be a much harder crash than it was.
Drivers, start your engines!
Scott Wimmer flip get? What? Scott Riggs flip? I'm starting to run out of crashes I haven't done yet where the wreck in question wasn't caused by someone else. Like, most of the crashes I'm left with now are ones where there was other people wrecking before the person in question starts rolling over or has their hard crash or whatnot. The guy was thinking of trying to do Eric McClure's crash the other day, because that would basically just mean getting turned into the wall at a hard enough angle where you just bounce off front end first, but I forgot that there's like 6 other cars wrecking before he gets spun. I'm gonna look for a flip for you to do. Eric is back. One of my main sources has been a Kyle Busch fan or whatever. That dude, whoever makes the lists of top 10 or top 15, 20 crashes from a certain year. That's been my encyclopedia for inspiration so far, but obviously there's a lot more than 10 wrecks per year, or 20. Those are just the biggest ones that he was doing. NASCAR Heat Evolution and already returned it. Good choice, yeah. I didn't want to waste $60, let alone like having to buy a new gaming system, because I don't believe that one's for 360 or PS3. I believe it's only in Steam and the new gen systems. And I caused a wreck there. Oh, I did that too early. Once again, if this was me like 6 months ago, I would have that count, but no, I'm trying to get every detail. Oh yeah, Mr. Kyle Busch one, yeah, that's the account I was thinking of. That guy's lists are my main inspiration for what crashes I should do in the future, but yeah, obviously there's a lot more than 10, 15, or 20 wrecks per year. Those are just the main ones.
Drivers, start your engines!
The game's only saving grace is the AI. Is it any better than this game's? What flip are you doing? Did I fill in the title right? I thought I did. Can I recreate Jeff Green's 2000 Daytona flip? Are people just trolling me when they ask that, or are people genuinely not seeing that information come up on their screen? My NASCAR season 2003 came today. It's lit. Yeah. Isn't it awesome having an actual copy of the game versus just downloading it like half the people do nowadays? And like I've tried playing downloaded, ripped copies of the game. For some reason, the physics just feel off. Even if you have the track INI default for every track, it just feels like way too grippy and fake. He always makes mistakes when he comments. Are you talking about me? Well, you are right, so I guess I'll not look at my laptop screen while I'm trying this attempt. I should start getting in the habit of that more. Focusing on the game to do the purpose of the stream in the first place, and then only looking at the comments once I'm done with the run and I have the game paused. I subscribed. Thank you very much, Logan. Right as I was done saying every time I look away from the screen, I mess up. I thank someone for subscribing, because that's the first comment I saw, and then I end up on my roof on the backstretch. I just kind of glided up into the outside line. Oh, I'm talking about Mr. Kyle Busch. Yeah, I've noticed a few typos in his videos. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that was kind of like Dale Jr.'s 2010 crash. It was a good observation, Eric. Diddy Kong, Joel, trying to make sure I didn't miss anyone who's drifted. Who is... How do you pronounce that? The guy who keeps asking for my age. How old are you? Are you never comment? I don't know why. I am 24, for those of you curious. I don't know why everyone is so damn curious to know my age, but I am 24. Turned 24 in July. And for those of you wondering, I've been playing this game since I was probably 14. And I can guarantee you half of you wouldn't be able to tell by how much I suck at driving most of the times. Green flag. If TNT Man 93, I know he's a big name in the NASCAR racing 2003 community, obviously. I believe he's probably either 22 or 23 if his username is based off of his birth year, which I'm guessing 93 is. Did I see Talladega Nights? Hell yeah, I've seen that movie like probably 100 times. I could probably quote half that movie verbatim. Shut up, Chip. All you ever did is make a hot daughter. That is it. That is it. Here's a bag of bones. Whoa, big crash. Hey, Michael Waltrip flipped. Jeff Green and Michael Waltrip flipping in the same wreck for the same race. Yeah, Michael Waltrip rolls over in this. A couple of videos 4 or 5 years ago, I sounded like I was 13 or 14. So does that mean I sound right as... Does that sound like I'm just 18 right now? I wish I was 18. Wish I was that fucking young still. Tell you what, guys, all you kids watching this that wish you're old and older, tell you what, the second you hit 18 and you start putting on years after that, you just wish you were younger with each year. Each year until you're 18, you wish you were older, and then the second you turn 18, each year you keep wishing you were younger. God, 2 more years from now, I'll be closer to 30 than I am 20. That's a scary thought right there. What is your occupation? Depends which time of day it is. If it's night during the weekdays, I am stocking shelves at a grocery store. If it is in my free time, I'm playing this game for a small ad revenue exchange, considering I'm a YouTube partner but don't have that many subscribers. So I basically get like just a few cents on the day, but it still adds up over time. And then most weekends, at least during the summer, I am filming weddings. So yeah, as of right now, I kind of have 3 occupations. Grocery store, wedding filmer, and YouTuber. Got a NASCAR truck race on Roblox. Well, good luck. Hope you have fun. Alright, gonna let a few people pass me before we get to the trial bowl, because he was like 5th or 6th in line. In the real version, alright, this is good enough. Alright, it's not going too much over 200 miles an hour, so it doesn't look that fake. Alright, coming right out of the trial bowl. Come on, flip over. Oh, darn it. I saw someone else rolling over too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, someone's tumbling side over side way up there still, and they just got clobbered by someone else.
You all right?
I want to see who that is.
In turn 1.
Yes, I film weddings. Well, film is an outdated term considering I don't use film or videotape. I video weddings. I capture weddings on video. But yes, I do that. And then when I'm not doing that, I'm working my grocery store job, and when I'm not doing that or showering or eating, I am on here entertaining you guys playing my favorite game ever. I want to see this wreck. I want to see who turned over a bunch. I think it's at 36. Yep. One of those two. I want to see this up here. This is more interesting. Oh, kind of like Richard Lasseter's flip or something.
Drivers, start your engines!
Chase Elliott's last name. I can never know if it's 2 L's or 2 T's. I always get that mixed up. How is Elliott Sadler spelled and how is Chase Elliott spelled? Is it the same way or is it different? I'm always getting those mixed up. Feels like Elliott, Busch, and Jeff are like a lot of popular names, first or last in NASCAR. And Dale. Like, not so much anymore, but back in the day there was a decent amount of Dales. Dale Jr., Dale Sr., Dale Jarrett. Pretty sure there was a couple others that I'm not remembering off the top of my head. Oh yeah, favorite drivers. My favorite drivers as of recent, Junior's always my favorite. Actually hated Kyle Busch for the longest time. But after that wreck he had last year and his bounce back, I don't really mind him anymore. He seems, even before that, he seemed to have matured a lot. Like, it seems the first half of his career was either him wrecking or him wrecking other people and then crying and blaming someone else. But he seems to have... God damn it. I messed that up. But I got to admit, he seems to have matured a lot, and I actually do like Kyle Busch more and more as time goes on. I'm a huge Tony Stewart fan. I really hope he wins one more. Is he even in the chase? I hate the new NASCARs. I kind of like Gen 6. I like the body shape of the Gen 6 cars. It's not quite as cool as they were in like the early 2000s and mid 2000s, that era, but they're a lot. The Gen 6 cars are a lot cooler than the car of tomorrow. You have to admit that. Yeah, obviously they're way safer. There's not been a major injury in a sprint car race or a sprint cup race in 15 years. I'd say that's saying something. There's been a few decent injuries in like the Xfinity, like what's his face, Kyle Busch shattering both of his legs. Eric McClure, that was a bad crash. But yeah, in the last 15 years, there's not been a single wreck where someone's gotten decently major injuries in a sprint cup race. That's saying something, given that every single week they're going like at least 160 miles an hour and someone hits a wall like once per race. Steve Park. Although wasn't that a nationwide race? If it wasn't, that was still like back in 2003. That was almost 15 years ago. That was obviously back before the new cars they have. Yeah, the Darlington wreck, yeah, that was bad, but... Was that the Winston Cup or Sprint Cup? I can't remember. But that was also fluke. Like, if that was a regular crash, that shouldn't have happened. No one's usually T-boning someone else at like 120 miles an hour. His car happened to brake right as someone else was on the inside line, like going 140, like to speed up to catch up to the next lap. That was a complete fluke thing. Speaking of Stewart in 2007, another wreck I've been thinking about doing is Kurt Busch and Stewart tangling in the 07 500. Alright, here we go. I'm about 5th in line. Alright, this is going to be an attempt right here. Come on, come on. Nope. Nope. That was a lot closer to Michael Waltrip's in the same race than Jeff Green's. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like the Steve Park wreck where he got injured at Darlington, that was like almost 15 years ago, if not more than 15 years ago.
Drivers, start your engines!
Yeah, the wreck that killed Stewart and Kurt's chances of winning the 500. Yep, because they were both leading at the time, or they were like in first and second. I was figuring out how, or I was trying to figure out how I'd be able to do that, but then recently you guys showed me the ratings thing on here, and I can just turn Kurt Busch's or Tony Stewart's up all the way, so they're in front of the pack.
Whoa, 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 slow down.
Indy cars are so dangerous. Yeah, I love IndyCar. They're so fast and exciting and agile vehicles, but if you can get killed from a piece of debris just fluttering above your car and smashing you in the head like Justin Wilson, I do not want to watch those races anymore. I don't want to see anyone die live again. I don't think they should enclose the cockpits, but maybe have some sort of like removable cage. Kind of like the window net, it just takes like a flip of a switch or like a latch or something to flip the cage up, but something that once it's locked into place, like you can't get killed from debris hitting you in the fucking head. Maybe something like that. Although of course there's going to be a crash then where the car starts on fire and then the cage gets like locked shut. So then, yeah, never mind, that's a bad idea. Whoa, Jesus, I cannot take these turns smoothly, and there's a wreck behind me, so I messed up this run. Sorry guys, I apologize. I wasn't really paying attention this run. I was looking at your comments. Oops.
Drivers, start your engines!
I thought more than 2 people died in what? What are you talking about, Stream Cheese? What is up with this dude and having... I just noticed Jeff Green having beverages for his sponsors. Look at this. Nestea, Nesquik, Juicy Juice, and Coffee Mate.
Whoa, 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 slow down.
Is he gonna have like Tropicana and Simply Orange? Yes, I know that company didn't exist back then. Freaking Coca-Cola on his side. Is this dude just for like kids' beverages besides the Coffee Mate? You never know, there might be some kids that drink coffee. Band-Aid for Michael Waltrip's sponsor, how fitting, since it seemed like he was crashing every single race. And Weldon's fatal crash? No, only 1 person died. It's Dan Weldon's fatal crash and not Dan Weldon plus others. Yeah, that was bad. Like the drivers and the officials knew they shouldn't have been racing at that track because it was too dangerous, and they did anyway, and someone died within the first 20 laps, lo and behold, along with like 4 of their cars flying like 200 feet into the catch fence. Whoever would have thought if you have like Indy cars basically on their equivalent of a super speedway, they're gonna have a huge one where half the people go airborne. Speaking of airborne, does that count?
Drivers, start your engines!
I've been upside down in a go-kart before. Luckily, I haven't. Luckily, your roll cage behind your seat was good. Otherwise, you would have had some neck problems. You guys should get GoPros, because all these crashes you guys are saying you've been through, I want to see some footage. Remember when Tony Stewart hit the guy in the sprint car? You mean when Tony Stewart was driving on the caution lap and the dude in all black fire suit jumped onto his sprint car and fell under the tire? Yeah, I remember that.
Stay behind the 26 car on the outside line. Get ready now. Going green. Eight cars in.
Do the Coke 0400 crash?
3,500 in second.
All these suggestions I could probably feasibly do now that I learned how to increase different drivers' ratings. It's like Tony Stewart, for example, can be in the front of that pack if I tried to do that race. Druggy. I don't know if necessarily he was a druggie, only he knows that, and obviously he's not around anymore. I mean, tests show even if you only smoke it once, THC can show up in your system for up to 30 days, so for all we know, he could have taken a hit off a joint like a month ago, and that was it, and it still showed up in the system. But yeah, what are you doing? You don't try to jump in front of someone else's car, like, because you're angry at them. Like, he was totally wrong in that. I was really upset that Tony Stewart got such a bad name as he did for that whole incident. It wasn't necessarily that kid's fault, because obviously he didn't know he was gonna get sucked under a tire and basically have his neck run over. But at the same time, you don't do that in the first place, and yeah, it obviously wasn't Tony's fault. I mean, yeah, those sprint cars, they don't have the steering mechanism that these normal pedestrian and stock cars do. Like, to my knowledge, in order to turn more effectively, you have to hit the gas. So, like, kind of slide into the turn. And then, yeah, in that video of Kevin Ward getting hit, you hear, like, the gas getting revved. But to my knowledge, that was Tony Stewart revving to try to avoid him. And in the full real video, you hear that revving like a good 3 seconds beforehand of him trying to get out of the way. And of course, there's someone that tampered one of the videos and edited the audio to be him revving right as he hits the kid. So basically, people fabricating and editing the video to make Tony Stewart out to look like a murderer. It's always good when people like that exist that have nothing better in their free time to do other than edit videos to falsify them and try to falsely incriminate someone. I'm talking about everything else right now other than this reenactment. I should actually focus more. Sorry, you guys. Weed, it's called cannabis. Tomato, tomato. It's like saying alcohol, booze, liquor. It's all same thing, different word. Nope, I spun too early because I didn't even mean to get spin right there.
The yellow flag is out.
I pulled a Kyle Larson or an Austin Dillon.
You can't clear a black flag on a restart.
Now we got people fighting in the comments while I'm just trying to do a harmless reenactment. Where's all the love, you guys? Where did the love go?
Drivers,
I'm not gonna block everyone or anyone right now, unless they're spamming. Everyone stop ganging up on someone else. What is MLG, Diddy Kong? What is MLG?
Whoa, 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 slow down.
As I'm gonna put all of you on timeout if you can't get along.
Outside line. Get ready now. Going green. Pace cars in.
Everyone shake hands and make up. Kiss and make up, everyone.
Green, green, green. Man, they're showing us a black flag. Looks like you passed under the yellow.
I don't want to spam or block anyone on this channel as long as the name marketing isn't in the account name. I don't want to have to come to that.
15 seconds. Stay behind. 26 car on the outside line.
Major League Gaming. I am not familiar. I don't know how a gaming YouTube channel brainwashes people into calling weed weed, but I guess. Speaking of the 2002 Busch Series big one, there's that number 2 car that rolled over. Oh, damn it. Nope. That was an interesting flip.
Drivers, start your engines!
How far are we into the stream? We are 57 minutes into the stream. Have you ever been to Eldora? I have not. Unfortunately, I haven't been to too many racetracks. I'm trying to think of all the ones I've been to. Been to the Milwaukee Mile, obviously. Slinger. I think I was up to Anago at one point. I'm a noob when it comes to going to get actual tracks. How do you do a full AI race? Well, easy. You just do a race at... Or if you just want to do the race with just the AI, you accelerate the race session until it's past 0, the start time, and then you just go into replay mode, and then all the AI are in the race, but you aren't. That's how you do that. Alright, I need to get a successful run for you guys. Have all you guys seen my newest reenactment videos yet? The Jimmy Johnson at Watkins Glen, as well as the Victor Sifton at Watkins Glen. You guys seen those 2 reenactments yet? Come on. He didn't get hit too hard by anyone else. Does that count? A few other people got involved, but he didn't get too hit by anyone else.
You alright? We got big time problems with that motor, buddy. We got a wreck on the back straight.
I was there for both of those reenactments. I kind of went up and over another car here, but I'm going to save it because it's the closest I've gotten yet. It's worth saving enough. Jeff Green, flip One too many E's in there. Flip attempt 1. So I got one good attempt in an hour in.
Drivers, start your engine!
My god, these cancerous comments. Well, luckily you guys are commenting so quickly. The ones that are supposedly cancerous are only staying for a short amount of time. Crash Fan is back. Max Nelson posting a huge comment. Anyone that just joined right now, I just got a decent attempt just a minute or so ago. I'm still trying. While everyone's bickering at each other in the comments, and I'm just watching because there's nothing I can do at this point, except for blocking everyone or timing everyone out, which I'm not going to do, because they don't have the name marketing in their username. JW Minecraft has returned. I feel like the 3 most popular ones I'm getting overall are Joey Logano, Matt Kenseth, what was the other one? Austin Dillon, and Kurt Busch's flip. I feel like those are my 3 most popular suggestions. Which I might have to do a Joey Logano and Matt Kenseth then, because that one seems like the easiest. And the ticker itself is just a straight line up at the top. It's not like some weird shape that I'd have to like spend forever cropping in my editing software. If anyone has any advice for me of how to crop out weirdly shaped tickers in NASCAR videos so I can use them for this game, please leave your suggestion, because all I'm doing now is just cropping straight lines out of videos in my editing software. So unless it's like a rectangle or one's at the top or bottom, or it's just a straight line, I can't really accurately crop the tickers without them making them look super glitchy. Yeah, I got a cart roll over there. And here I'm talking about the stream and what's going on in the race, and you guys are still bickering at each other. I'm just gonna turn the chats off if you guys don't quit it already. Do a face cam, I can. I'm still don't have my crap set up from all my video junk set up from the wedding I did the other day. Number 87 rolled over. Just once.
Drivers, start your engine!
Scott Wimmers 2005 Daytona 500 flip. Who said Friday night at Freddy's? Not doing any horror jump games. Cody, I got to go because I'm done with these comments. Alright, well, thanks for joining while it lasted. I'm gonna go into first person view in the car to hide from all your guys' negativity here. I can't hear you in my car now.
Whoa, 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 slow down. Get ready now, going green. Stay behind the 26 car on the outside.
See, guys, I can't hear you.
Green flag, green flag. Green, green, green. Oh man, they're showing us the black flag.
What crashes? I know I'm gonna do Kind of depends on like which one seems easiest to me that particular day. At this point, maybe Joey Logano versus Matt Kenseth. That one seems fairly easy, and I've gotten lots of suggestions for that. Kurt Busch I want to do, but that record would be hard. Okay, I'm gonna block all of you guys. And have no watchers, because you guys can't get along, just so I can stream in peace. That doesn't count. That definitely doesn't count. Hey, there's Michael Waltrip involved. What else is new? It's gonna be one entertaining video for the people that missed the stream. Well, yeah, luckily you guys are commenting so damn quickly, and not any one bad comment in particular is staying on the screen for very long. Does Windows 10 work for NR2003? I would not know. I have not downloaded Windows 10 because I hate when they force you to download the new operating systems when the existing ones are working fine. So I still have Windows 8 for my computer. That was a cool one. Well, I didn't save it. Sorry, I wish I would have seen that before I switched to the new attempt. Otherwise, I would have saved that replay if everyone thought it was cool. Majority vote. We should do a majority vote for... Aw, your creepy uncle. That username picture, I thought that was Jack from It's Always Sunny at first. If anyone watches It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, I totally thought that was Charlie's uncle, Jack Kelly. If you're looking to have this game work, I would not upgrade to Windows 10 because I've heard this game doesn't work with Windows 10. I've also heard CCM does not work with Windows 10. So that's, in addition to me just not liking to be forced to download all the new stuff in general, that's one of the main reasons I haven't downloaded it either. Is that basically none of the stuff I do now would work with the new operating system. So yeah, fuck you, Windows. Not downloading all your new shit. I love how there's not a no option anymore. It's either yes, download now, or remind me later. There's no, like, fuck off option. Can anyone tell me where that went? That was an interesting crash.
Got one stopped up high. Got one stopped up high. You all right?
Yeah, CCM, Camera Control Master, that's what I was talking about. I would not say Jimmy Johnson is the worst NASCAR driver. I would say they're like the Patriots of NASCAR, though. No one's disregarding their talent, but at the same time, they will, and they do and will do anything they can to get a slight advantage as long as it's in the gray area of the rules. I will say that about Jimmy Johnson and the Patriots. Like that video that rose up a while ago after he won a race. Or no, it was before he won a race. And Chad Knaus came up to him and said, "Hey, awesome practice, such blah blah blah. By the way, if you win the race, you have to back the car into the wall to damage the bumper. AKA, we have like something out of specs that would get penalized in inspection and make us lose the race." And then as soon as he says that, Jimmy points over to the camera like, "Oh shit, we might have just been caught." And I like how nothing ever came out of that. He was literally caught on tape, his crew chief, saying, "Hey, we're cheating, so if you win, you need to smash up the back end so we don't get caught." They get caught on tape saying that, and literally nothing comes as a result. no investigations, no suspension, etc., like they would definitely do in the NFL. Yeah, Truex won the first race of the chase. He's already in the last 12. That's exciting. I would love to see an underdog like Truex Jr. win the chase. That would be awesome. Holy shit. It's like a bunch of fire trucks going by. I don't know if you guys hear that. It's like the third one. Alright, here we go. Coming to the tri-oval. Got this 57 car right here. Spin down. Come on, flip over. Flip over. But not get hit by a bunch of people. Does that count? Even though I got punted by someone else? I don't think there's a single person left watching that hasn't posted some kind of offensive comment. So that's why I'm not blocking or timing out anyone, because it's basically just everyone at this point. Yeah, Diddy Kong, that was pretty dark. I get if you don't like a particular driver, but to wish for him to die? Hell, I despise Jimmy Johnson, but I would never wish death or even harm upon him. Except for maybe like a hangnail. That's where it hurts when he takes his glove off. Oh.
Whoa, 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 slow down.
Yeah, Conway Twitty, the only offensive thing you did was died and rid this music of amazing country folk music. Although, I could be completely wrong. To my knowledge, Conway Twitty could be alive right now. I just know he's a really old musician, so I'm just assuming he's dead. But then again, so is Willie Nelson. He's alive and well, but he also smokes weed every day. What do I know? I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm just so distracted by your guys' rage in the comments, I can't even focus on my stream. Then I'm rambling about nothing in the commentary. Before you know it, the stream is going right off the rails. On the crazy train. 2005 Casey Mears flip. Yes, I saw that like the first 20 times people posted it. I've already acknowledged it. Sorry, Mandy. You guys are flooding in comments so fast I can barely read them real time. I can't even read them real time because they're coming in so fast. Oh, I missed that one, so I'm going to do next lap. That awkward moment where you turn really hard to try to spin yourself out and you miss and you just keep going. Here we go, coming back around to the front stretch. There's the tri-oval. Here, another fire truck. What the hell is on fire around here? Uh-oh. Well, if the pace car was solid, both he and I would have been obliterated. But luckily for me, and this game, and the pace car driver, the pace car is invisible. You can go right through it. Otherwise, I would have gotten... Both of us would have died right there.
Drivers, start your engines!
Kurt Busch got suspended for the first 3 races that last year. Oh yeah, wasn't that because his cunt of an ex-girlfriend filed a false report saying he hit her or something, even though she spoke out later saying it wasn't true. She was basically just trying to get money out of him. Wasn't that the whole thing? Truex did fail a post-race inspection, though. It's nothing Jimmy Johnson hasn't done and then go on to win 6 championships from it. If there was only a counter of how many post-race inspections he would have failed if he didn't, like, damage his car beforehand. Well, maybe Denny Hamlin did that earlier with that celebration at Watkins Glen. I think that might have been trying to wreck some evidence. Because who would do that to their crew? Yeah, I'm just going to do a burnout to the point where the entire backside of the car is just obliterated and put that much more work for you guys this next week before our next race. Yeah, this car that just won us a race, you're going to have to completely rebuild the body now just because I don't know how to do a burnout without wrecking the car. That might have been a little fiffy. And I looked away from the comments, or looked away from the screen again to read the comments, and this happened. And up on my side, barrel rolling down the backstretch. Down turn 3. Yeah, Hamlin's was a cool celebration. I'm not going to take anything away from how awesome that burnout was. At the same time, I will say I refuse to believe celebrating was his only motivation for doing that. Because I would doubt, with how much work your crew has to put into repairing cars and everything else, if he would literally just ruin the entire back end just for the sake of a celebration. See if I can go and get a good attempt right here. I just realized I have to get going in a little bit. Not quite yet, but shortly, so this will probably be my third to last attempt. Not this one, this doesn't count.
The yellow flag is out. There's too much debris on the track.
Too much debris as like 10 cars are piling up and flipping over. Oh yeah, there's too much debris.
You all right?
Hi 75, you comfortable? Why don't you take off your shoes and stay a while?
Big time problems with that motor, buddy.
Drivers, start your engines!
Kelly Sutton flip. 2 flips from the 500, blah blah blah. Both of those UAW 500 ones. I would have to have the AI wrecking beforehand, unless people wouldn't be too picky in the comments about how the wreck got started.
Whoa, slow down. Stay behind the 26 car on the outside line. Get ready now. Going green. Stay behind.
I have a feeling about this one.
On the outside line. Pace cars in. Let him by.
Alright, so this is my third to last attempt. Since I have to get going in a fair few. Austin Stereo hard crash. I kind of did a reenactment inside of a compilation. I think it was one of my last few like music compilations, crash compilations. At the very end of the video, I did a Austin Stereo, whatever, Las Vegas truck race wreck reenactment, kind of. If you want to check out some of my older videos. Ah, darn it. Alright. Second to last attempt.
Drivers, start your engines!
See you tomorrow if you stream, okay. Gotta go soon, alright. Thanks for joining, everyone. I'll remind everyone that's about to leave soon, or people that still might be watching, I don't have the ratings enabled right now, but if you want to check out the stream once it's done being live and once it's published up to my account, you can go ahead and like the video then. That'd be a huge, huge favor you're helping me out with. I really appreciate it. I see someone posted 20 emojis in a row. The fail, Toaster Gaming.
Whoa, slow down.
Toaster Gaming, you're just in time. I have 2 attempts left.
Stay behind the 26 car on the
Everyone that's watching right now, go. Once this video is done being live and once it's published as an archive video of mine, make sure to go ahead and smack that like button. Anyone that might be watching this after it's already live, please go ahead and do that. It's really helping me out. Thank you so much, guys, for all the support. All the bickering in the comments. It's entertaining me while I'm streaming and distracting me from actually getting a good run in. For those of you that might be joining just recently, I'm trying to do Jeff Green's 2000 flip at Daytona, the Napa Auto Parts 300. He was coming out of the trial bowl, gets turned by a car. He was like towards the front of the pack, does a complete flip, and then lands back on his wheels, and that's about it. Let's see if this is it. Come on, come on, come on. I mean, that could count, but not really. Whoa, what happened to that one car over there? I think that one car must have smacked the outside wall. Or the inside wall. Is my stream messing up, you guys? Alright, there hasn't been many dropped frames at all. Oh no, that car, that 87. He just got spun out early and... There we go.
Drivers, start your engines!
Yeah, I like how Jimmy Johnson is called Jimmy sixth time now because it's been well established he's not going to win another championship. When was his last championship win? Like 2011? 2012? Because I know it's been Stewart, Keselowski, Harvick, and Busch since then. I know it's been a while since Jimmy Johnson won one. William Byron Enrico Abreu. I'll have to look that up. Oh, 2013 was the last time he won a championship. 2011, 2013. Yeah, he's not matching Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt's numbers of championships, I can tell you that much. Has Johnson won one more since he went on that streak? Because I know he won like 5 or 6 in a row, and then it was like Stewart, and then Harvick and Busch, and a few other different people won it.
Pace car's in. Whoa, slow down.
2016 Danica Wreckett Auto Club. That's a decent one, because that wouldn't be too hard. I would just need to get the right cars and then have just get turned outside into Casey Kane. Yeah, that wreck still doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why he spun her out. I mean, I hate Danica as much as everyone else, but to like wreck yourself, or risk wrecking yourself from spinning someone else out when they like weren't in your way at all. 2016 Phoenix photo finish. Hey, I like it. I'm getting some recent suggestions of ones that would be easy-ish. Unlike Austin Dillon's fucking flip last year, which everyone knows would be near impossible. Alright, try it right here. Second to last try. Definitely not, since like 2 other cars rolled over. Hey, Michael Waltrip again. Hey, we both rolled over in the same crash again. How cute.
Got one stopped up high.
Lucas, 2016, Matt Kenseth flip. Check out my playlist of NASCAR Racing 2003 reenactments. You will see that is like the 4th or 5th one. Go ahead and check that out. Michael Waltrip and Jeff Green flipping in the same crash, when in real life they flipped in the same race. How cute. In the same spot, too.
Drivers, start your engines!
Alright, guys. As much as I don't want to say it, this is probably going to be my last attempt. Although I said that like 10-15 minutes ago. So are there any Vikings fans in the house? Anyone watch the Sunday night football game last night? My Packers crushing my hopes and dreams. Might start doing reenactments. Go for it, they're fun. Even if there is already a lot on YouTube, go for it. It's fun to try to do them. Using a 15-year-old game to reenact stuff that happened up until like yesterday, and I can still do it perfectly because this game is so amazing. Joel, is Joel a Vikings fan or a Packers fan? One of the two. Ah, that game last night killed me. I mean, I knew it was just the first game of the season. I didn't have too high of expectations. We didn't know the Vikings too well at this point. The Packers, even though they beat the Jaguars, weren't clicking too well the first week. So I knew last night wasn't going to be a cakewalk. I just thought they were going to put a little more effort into than that. And of course, all the Vikings fans talking shit like the morning after or the night after. It's like, oh yeah, you won one game in September. There's your fucking, there's your Lombardi trophy right there. All the fans talking shit at the same time. I'm like, oh yeah, you guys won a nice, good, well-matched game. Oh yeah, by the way, your stadium is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous new stadium, arena. Especially that big glass ceiling, the big roof, which was particularly easy to see considering there were no Super Bowl banners in the rafters to block the view. Oh yeah, that's right, you went to 4 Super Bowls in the 70s and lost all of them. Well, that wasn't necessarily your fault. That was back when you lost to, like, the Steelers a couple times, before everyone knew the Steelers were on steroids, which they easily were. Hell, Terry Bradshaw admitting to taking steroids. He was the quarterback for the Dynasty Steelers of the 70s. You watch archive footage of that dude. Terry Bradshaw, if you watch him throw a ball back in the 70s, he, like, flicks his wrist and the ball goes, like, fucking 80 yards. It's like, oh no, he wasn't on steroids. That's perfectly normal. Just to flick your wrist and have a football go 80 fucking yards.
Get ready now. Going green. Let him by.
And here I am, all you guys are all bickering, and I'm sitting here ranting about football, and no one else cares. It's the story of my streams. Everyone bickering with each other and me ranting about stuff no one else is listening to or cares about. As long as I keep getting viewers and likes and stuff and watchers, I don't mind what people bicker about or what I rant about in my streams. Yeah, for anyone that doesn't know, the Dynasty, I'm putting that in air quotes, the Dynasty Steelers of the 70s, basically 90% of the team was on steroids, and they could get away with that because that was before they like knew how to test for steroids. So yeah, that's why they won like 4 Super Bowls in 6 years, if you were wondering. And that's why like each player was like a good like 50, 60 pounds heavier than any other player of like their equal position. That's why, oh, that might be it. That actually might be it. I'm gonna save that replay. Yeah, that's why in one of the 70s Super Bowls, when I heard some story Vikings versus Steelers. I forgot which year that was. Fran Tarkenton was just on the sidelines, the Vikings quarterback at the time, just talking to all his teammates, looking over to the Steelers sidelines, and just looked over to one of his teammates and asked, and was like, "Hey, how come they're all so much bigger than the rest of us?" And yeah, it turns out basically that entire team was on steroids the whole time. Huh, wonder why. So yeah, anyone else against the Steelers? I actually do like the Steelers. I just don't like how they call themselves a dynasty in the 70s when it's basically fueled 100% from steroids. That's the only thing I don't like. Alright, we had 26 viewers at one point. That's the record for the stream. Alright, you guys. Pointed Jaden out to me. He's going on timeout. Alright, so I'll show you one guy. You guys, one more replay. This is probably the second best attempt I've had today. I appreciate you guys watching the stream. The chat is a disaster. Hey, as much as it sucks, at least marketing hasn't showed up. But I kind of want them to show up so I can block all the usernames. Alright. Thank you so much for everyone that watched the stream. Thank you so much for all the regular subscribers coming back to watch this. I can't emphasize how much I appreciate your guys' support. Thank you for anyone else that might have stumbled upon the stream as a new viewer. If you like this stream and hit the like button, thank you so much. If you like the stream and hit the like button and subscribed, thank you so much more. And that's about it for today. Those of you that didn't like it because you're familiar with the whole marketing thing, please watch the stream afterwards once it's published to YouTube after it's live, and then hit the like button. Until then, I might be streaming later tonight, but if not, at the very latest, it'll be sometime tomorrow afternoon. Stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for the support, everyone. Go Pack Go. Until next time, I will see you later. Have a good day. Peace. Bye.